Okay, so, okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Next we move to range. Okay, so we already saw these things, right? So moving on. Now Python, there's a built-in expression, a built-in function called range. Okay, this range function is used along with the for loop. Okay, so here is an example for I in a range of 3. What it does is it will generate three numbers, three integers, starting from 0, 1, and 2. When you read range of 3, it starts always 0 indexed. Okay, so it will generate three numbers, 0, 1, and 2. So that's the range. And this index is automatically assigned to this range. Okay, so then print I will print the element of the values in the range. Okay, now range has a start and an end like that. Okay, so for I in range of 1, 8 will generate from the start value 1 goes till 7, and it just generates 8 numbers. Sorry, skips the pardon me, it skips the last value. Okay, so range of 3 gives 3 numbers. Range of 1, 8 will generate 7 numbers, 1 to 7. It always skips the last end value. Okay, so range always skips the end value. So that is the output for range. However, range can have a step. Okay, here is range with a start and an end with step of a value 3. So here what we are doing is it's starting at 3. I takes the value 3, then I takes the value 6, 9, 12, 15. 15 is within this 16, so it stops there. Okay, so I is incremented in steps of 3. Okay, and of course the last value is skip. So if this were 15, it would skip 15 also. So our end value is 16, so it printed 15. Okay, so here what we are generating is we are generating a quotient I divided by 3. So when I takes multiples of 3, it goes 3, 6, 9. We're dividing by 3 to get the quotient or answer, right? So it will generate 1 for the first value, 2, 3, so on. Now, if you see this print, we are doing a print format where it's a string inside double quotes, starting here and ending here. However, it is immediately preceded by F, indicating a print format. So whenever it encounters this F, you can include flower brackets to call the values. Okay, the values of index here, okay, is 3, 6, 9, and so on, is replaced here, and divided by 3 is the quotient, and the quotient here is it is typecasted to int, and you have this 1, 2, 3, and so on. Okay, so this is a print format. So you're generating an output like that. Is this clear? Just an example for loop range with step. Okay. Okay, we'll come to a quiz later. Let's see. So range So it just takes some values. Hold on. I just put range of 3. Okay, print like that. Earlier it showed 1, 10. So that goes 1 till 9. Okay, skips the last value. However, I can say step of 2. So it printed the odd numbers. Now range can start at 10, go to 1 with negative values. So it will do 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. Okay, I can step down or step up based on this sign. Okay, so only thing you have to ensure that the start value is a high number and the end value is a low number because you're going in the decrement order. So that is a range. Put it in the chat. You can change the values and try the different options. Range will not be used by itself. It is always used with the for loop. Okay. And this index is automatically assigned to the elements of the range. Whenever you're getting to do some sequence numbers, then you can use this range. You can try this one also. Let me just go in there. So 3, 16 step. When I start printing here, I'm starting with the print format. It starts like this. This is a print format F, and you type a single quote, it will automatically close the double quote. Print F, start a flower bracket. Okay, open and close flower bracket. I can say I divided by 3 is, and then I start a flower bracket, quotient. So int, why int? Because the division always comes with a float. Okay, so quotient. Okay, so let's see. We have got that correct. Int quotient. Yeah. And I have to close. Yes, I close. I close with one dot there. So this is a print format. There you go. For I in range of 3, 16, like that. Yeah, you can try practicing that. However, I will paste it in the chat in case you want to refer.
Ajit sir,
Hmm.
what is F? What is F?
F stands for format. Any of the
Okay.
programming language, just when they use F, it's a format, and typically it's used with string. So in other languages, it's also called string format. So when you start with um, print, and it's used always inside printing, okay, F, then double quote like that. So when you start coding, it's like this, and then you build it with flower brackets. In Python, it's going to take this format. Okay, typically referred to as string format. So I can say this is string format, like that, string format.
Okay. Thank you.
That means you're generating a formatted output. So this could be some values which are either calculated or it's part of a loop and all that. In this case, we have got quotient calculated, or you want to put like total marks, student name, it will take all of that. The variable is substituted inside the string. So that's the string format, and always with flower brackets. So few things to be noted. There's always an F immediately before the double quote. There's no gap here. It's right in front of the double quote. And then inside the double quote, you will have both some string as well as values you are calling. So you're calling this I here inside. So when you're calling that, you'll put that I inside flower brackets. And so here quotient, it's a calculated value. So that's inside flower brackets. Okay. So that's the print format. Uh, so that's what it is. Okay. Can we move on? Okay. Jocelyn?
Yes.
Okay. Now here is an example. We are going to create a quiz. Okay. We're going to create a quiz. So what we are doing is to create a quiz, you ask some questions and you get some answers, right? So in this case, the questions is coming from a list like that. Okay, questions is coming, I mean, yes, it's a big string, but the entire question is coming from the list. And same way, the entire answers are also inside that list. So I have a list, I have two lists here, questions and answers, right? Now I'm going to check for user input. Right here at this line, my guess is equal to input questions of I. So questions of I, meaning I could just say question of 0, question of 1 to prompt these questions. I want to prompt these questions. So what I am doing is question of 0, question of 1. So that's what's happening here. Guess is equal to input. Instead of writing a single string like that, I'm going to use the list indexes questions of I. Okay, questions of I. Of course, how this I comes, I will get to it. So this is going to give me each time of the loop for I in range of length of questions. So I had len, which is a function, built-in function, len of questions will give me 2. 2, I'm just placing that inside a range. So for I in last example you saw for I in range of 3. In this case, instead of putting a constant value, I'm taking the length of this list, length of questions. Okay, so length of questions is 2. So I will take the value 0 and 1. Okay, so when I takes a value 0, it will prompt my first question. Okay, in the next run of the loop, I takes a value 1, it will prompt my second question. Okay, so this is how the questions will go. What I'm doing here is once I've prompted, now the user is going to give an answer, right? So that answer is stored here. User input value, like we guessed the dice roll, that value is stored in guess. Okay, so my answer is stored in guess. I'm checking against answers of I. So my first question, my first answer is already written there. It's going to check answers of I. So when guess is equal to answers of I, it's going to say print, this is correct. And I have a counter here called number of right answers, initialized to 0. I'll just increment that to 1. Okay, when both are equal, it's 1 correct answer. If it is not equal, it will prompt, let's say I gave the wrong answer, it will prompt wrong the answer. The correct answer is answers of I. So when the user entered a wrong answer, it's built in a way that it prompts wrong answer and it shows the correct answer. Okay. Now, once this condition is checked, it has to go to the next value of I. Okay. Next value of I, and then it finishes 0 and 1 because we are iterating through, we are looping through the questions. It finishes that and we have a counter. So you have number right. That means you have 2 out of 2 correct. So the counter has taken the value 0 and 1. Okay. So the counter is now currently with the last value of the question, which is 1. Okay. And so I'm making 1 plus 1 here to generate the total. So total is 2 questions, right? So to get that 2, I am having it like from the print output of the final answer is like that. So it will, if you got none of them right, it will say you have 0 out of 2 right answers. If you got one of them, it will say you have 1 out of 2 right answers, and both of them you have 2 out of 2 right answers. So it will show the output like that. And keep in mind this print is outside the whole loop. Okay, so when the loop finishes, it's getting an output. So here is the input. Of course, initialization is happening here. This is required. Always initialize your counter. Okay, then the processing and then the output. So 3 elements of the program you would see is like this. One more point is whenever you're comparing, the user could have typed in all uppercase, all capital case. Okay. So then, since data is case sensitive, Paris in all uppercase will not match with Paris in the first letter being capital case. Okay. So then this comparison will not be correct. So we know both are the same data. So we compare by converting them to lowercase. So the guess dot lower, the string is converted to lowercase. So whenever the comparison is happening, we make the cases to be the same. Okay, all in lowercase or all in uppercase. Okay, in this case, I will just put guess dot lower comparison in lowercase, and the entire answer, when I'm comparing, I'm just saying answers of I dot lower. So then both are compared with lower cases. Okay. Otherwise, even if you give the correct answer, the case it's all uppercase, it's not going to match with the answers. Okay. So this is the output. It looks like this. What is the capital of France? Paris. Correct. Okay. The next question will be prompted. Which state has only one neighbor, Maine? And that's correct. So it will give you have 2 out of 2 correct. So here is another example. If I put some different answers, it's going to give you have 0 out of 2 right. Okay. So that is the quiz. Is this clear? Any questions?
No.
Okay. Jocelyn, anywhere, anything not clear? This num right can be put as num right plus equal to 1. That's also accepted. So always initialize outside the loop. It's a best practice. If you just start off num right equal to 1 without initializing, you might get inconsistent program error. Okay. So always initialize to the value outside the loop, and inside increment that value. Okay. So is this clear? Okay. So let's try this. Hmm. Two questions. Let me see. Hmm. I had some other questions also. What is the currency of Japan? Okay. Okay. Okay, so that's my two lists which are with the prompts. Okay. Uh, of course, it's taking its own questions. Okay. We're not printing here. We are prompting, correct? So then guess is equal to like that. Guess dot lower. Okay, I'd use the lower case. Answers dot lower. So list of as a list also has a built-in function like. So here I have to initialize so num what is the value number of num right something like that. And name anything. Okay, so num right. So when it is equal, I increment num right like that. Okay, and print correct. Okay, and then incorrect, but I don't want to leave it like that. Often when you are prompting, The correct answer can be right answer is, or the correct answer is answers of I, and then it's going, you got string num right out of length of questions is 1, or I can just say I plus 1. Okay, string length of questions knows there are 2 questions. 2 questions correct. Okay, and I have to, sorry, I have to finish the print here. Okay, so that's where the quote has to end. Okay, so this is where the for and the if, all of that ended. Okay, so this is our quiz. So let's run this. Just resize. So what is the capital of France? So I happen to give, let's say I do ARIS, all lowercase. Okay, all lowercase. No problem. It compares correctly because I given lowercase. Okay. What is the largest country in the world? Okay, let's say Canada. Incorrect. The correct answer is Russia. Okay. What is the currency of Japan? I just say yes. So then it says incorrect. The right answer is yen. Okay. You got 1 out of 3 questions correct. So that is our quiz. Run another time. Capital of France, Paris. What is the largest country? What is the currency of Japan? Yen. So 3 out of 3, right? So you can build a set of repository of questions. You can list all the questions one after here and their answers, and it can be prompted. Or you could put all this into a, or you could read from some file and all that. Okay. So this is your quiz. Let's see. I'll just share this to the chat. Happened. Jesslyn, are you there? I put the quiz through in chat. Okay. Just let me know if you get the response. Keep running the quiz multiple times so you can see different answers. You have to give a space here. France, correct answer. I can leave some spaces after this. Or, okay, this should do. Because the word, I mean, all this immediately after the question mark, I can leave a space like that. Like that. Okay, so then it will prompt with a space. Yeah, I have a space here. And yes, like that. Okay. And 2 out of 3 correct. Sriram, are you there?
Yes, yes, I'm here.
Okay, so I was asking, did the quiz, are you able to run the quiz?
Yes.
Anything not clear? Any support needed?
No, it ran fine.
About Jocelyn? Was it working, Gislin? Yeah, anything is there, please let me know. Okay, I can ask you to share the screen. We can go into it. Okay, can we continue?
Yes.
Okay, so are you seeing my screen?
Yes.
Okay. String positions. Now in a string, you have a string called letters here. I placed each letters in one boxes. Python can loop through a string. Yeah. So Python has a string indexes or string indices for each of the letters here. So whenever you have a word, in this case, the word happens to be the word letters. L takes the value 0, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, ending at S. And since a string can be read from the other side, S takes -1, -2, -3 going the other way. Okay. Strings are zero index, starting with the first letter L, in this case is 0. And the last letter is -1 position. So you can count it this way, and you can also count it the reverse way. So these are positions which you have to understand. Okay. String positions. Here is another example. The word Python starting with 0 goes till 5. Starting from -1 can be the positions of the same character n can be -1 or 5. Okay, so if I have 2 times the same word, put it all together, it goes like this: -6 through 0 to 5 to show what are each of the positions. I place the same word one next to each other. Okay, is this clear? String positions. Now, where we'll use this, I will show you. String indexes is what we just looked at as positions, and slices. Now, slice means I'm going to take part of the string. Okay, part of the string. So, uh, so the slice can have a similar approach like a range. See, A is like that. Okay, A is in this case the index or the list is like 0 to 5. Okay, 0 to 5. So A of 0 to start and start colon stop. Start colon stop is a slice. So here is A of 1 colon empty. So that means it's taking from strings are 0 and I mean list is 0 index as well. So 1 colon blank means it will start from this position till the end. Okay, same way here, a slice, when you say 2, means it will start from B, like that. Okay, so here is A of blank colon 5. Blank colon 5 is a slice, which means that from the beginning till the 5th position. Till the 5th position means the 5th position is 4. Okay, so 1 blank to 5 till the 5th one is equal to that. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. A of blank to -2. So -2 is the last position is -1. So -2 is this 4. -2 is 4. So from the beginning to -2 is beginning is 0, 1, 2, 3, -2. So this position is skipped. -2 means when you come from reverse, this position is skipped. So it's 0, 1, 2, 3. And a simple example, A of 1 colon 2 is from 1 colon, the end position is skipped. Okay, so here that's equal to 1. Okay, A of minus 1 is 5. A of 5 is also 5. Okay, so here A of 1 colon minus 1 means it's 1 starting from 1 till minus 1, that is 5, but the last slice, in a slice, the last position is skipped. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is the answer. Okay, so 1 is start position, so that's starting from 1 till the end position, but end position is minus 5, which is skipped. So till 4 it will show. Okay, so that's slices, and we have seen that X is a list, and colon colon X of colon colon minus 1 is the reverse of the list. So we have got this to reverse the list. So this is Python indexes and slices. So we just in another example, we come back to the random package and import a function called choice. From random, import choice. Okay, choice, what it will do is here we are generating as part of a string. So I have a string S with A to Z, 1 to 0, and special characters. So this is a string of the entire ASCII characters. And what I'm going to do is, using this choice will allow me to pick one character from the string. For I in range of 100, okay, print choice of S. Choice is this function. Choice of S means it'll pick one character and print. Okay, and since it's inside a print, comma end equal to blank string like that, you know, it will append horizontally. It will generate each character it picked, it will just build like that. Okay, now why are we doing all these things? So you might ask, like, okay, I want to generate a password. Want to generate a password, then you can use this from random, import the choice function and print choice of a string. Now, choice of a string picks one. Since I'm using range of 100, it will be a 100-character password. So I don't want a very long password. I could put an 8-character password like this. So password to be generated. Let's see. Okay, so let's go add password generator. Okay. So what do we got here? Just a moment. From random import choice. Of course, it's doing other things. I don't need all of that. S is equal to a string. Okay. Now here I could have A, B, C, D like this. Okay, I have 0. I start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Some set of numbers. And the special characters. Let's put all the special characters on the top of your key like that. Okay, so I'm generating a password here. So I've taken this list of string. So for I in range, let's say I want to use an 8-character password. Typically passwords are 8 characters. So if I say now print choice of S end equal to blank string, it will pick randomly from this. Okay. So here is a password. Next time I run another password, another password. So each time it's picking randomly from this list of, from this string. Okay. Print choice of S horizontally, it's printing. So if you want to make a longer password, you just say 10-character password like that. So is this clear? Generating a random password. Okay. I put it in the chat. You can take it from there. Password generator program. Did you get that, Sriram?
Yes.
Okay. Jocelyn?
Yes.
Okay. So let's see. Okay, so next one is shuffle players. Okay, here's, so that was a password generator. Another example, you have a shuffle function inside random. Okay, this is similar to if you are playing some game or some card game, you would shuffle the cards, right? So to create some randomness. Okay, so Python has a import shuffle function. You can shuffle the players here. Here is a list of players like that. I just say shuffle players. The order would get randomly shuffled, much like you shuffle a pack of cards. Okay. So once I shuffle for P in players, print P, it's your turn. So I have 4 players here, Joe, Bob, Sue, and Sally. I can run this one time. It will generate an order randomly. Okay. Sally, it's your turn. Bob, it's your turn. Goes like that. Run another time. It will again shuffle the players order. Okay. So this is a random shuffle players program. Okay. So let's get to this. Perhaps you creating a game and you want to use some players in random order. Okay, so here is from random import shuffle. So here I have a different list here. So let me change this. So, okay, I have a list here, shuffle players, and then I'm for so we're generating some messages like that. It's your turn. Run. No, I want a range. Okay. So it shuffled one time the order randomly. Okay, same way. I run another. Joe came first. Joe, Bob, Sally, Sue. Sally, Sue, Bob, Joe. Each time it is shuffling the order. Okay. So shuffle players. Okay. Much like a pack of cards. Hold on. Okay. So that's there in your chat. Did you get that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So let's see. We have come. Okay, while break, range slices, shuffle players, password quiz. Okay, file handling. We'll continue to file handling. Okay, so let's see where we are. Range we have seen. Range can apply like this as well. Months for month and months. We have seen all these things. Okay. Range start, range stop. We've seen all these things. Just a quick review, reverse, sorted, again indentation.